Beloveds, we know that the time between now and the election, as well as the weeks following November 5th, have significant potential for increased disinformation, chaos, and even violence in our country. While Unitarian Universalist congregations are not likely to be primary targets at this time, we know that many of our communities are in hotspots where both our members and our neighbors are likely to be at increased risk. This is particularly true for migrants, for trans and non-binary people, for queer folks, and for Black, Indigenous, and people of color communities.
While it sounds simple, the first and most important thing you can do right now is to be in communication with one another. Check in with your people. Make sure they're okay. Keep the lines of communication open. We've learned some hard lessons throughout recent years, so draw on those lessons from the pandemic to make sure you have effective communication structures and a nimble strategy for how to make decisions together. Pay attention to who is coming in and out of the building when your community is gathered, and remember the importance of de-escalation as you take your own measures to support the safety of all of the people in your space in these uncertain times.
Also, make sure you connect with your regional staff, other local congregations, and experienced organizers in your own neighborhood. The people who will be most equipped to lead in the event of post-election chaos and conflict are those who have lived experiences of the state not being the primary source of their community's safety. People used to moving in coalition, responding strategically under pressure, and seriously taking into account the needs and the safety of a wide variety of people. If you haven't already, have conversations now about whose leadership and analysis you're going to look to for guidance.
Side with Love is actively working with our strategic partners, our Unitarian Universalist State Action Networks, and our UUA colleagues to provide you all with timely tools, trainings, and resources to protect our elections and to protect our communities. Those tools include ways to assess threats, de-escalate conflict, and leverage our spiritual and physical assets in this critical time. I know many of you are already doing your part to meet this moment and build resilient communities. And we welcome you all to visit the UUA's new Community Resilience Hub at uua.org/community-resilience-hub. Check in often for updates, new resources, and events that will be added on an ongoing basis. Together, we can harness our power to meet this moment, because democracy isn't just what we do, it is who we are and who we want to be together.
In the coming time, we are going to face many decisions about how we show up publicly, how we protect those who are most vulnerable, and what the most faithful and strategic expression of our values will be. We'll be doing all of this in a range of uncertain and rapidly evolving contexts. Sometimes this will mean bold, prophetic public action. Other moments will demand low ego, low visibility commitment. We must lean into the relationships of accountability and trust within our congregations, among our communities, and across our association to meet this moment with the wisdom and courage that will be required of us.